Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well and very excited for our session today. So, before we start with Khalid, I would like to tell you a few reminders. First of all, if you have not accessed your Canvas course yet, please do and go through the content and finish the quizzes because these are an essential part of your attendance and this competition. The second thing, the attendance for this meeting will be sent during the meeting. So please fill it and use the email that you registered with to fill the attendance. And in case you did not find your name in the attendance, send us an email on AI Innovators. And the third thing is also that the attendance will be closed immediately after the meeting. So make sure that you fill it once we send it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, again, and welcome to this session. I hope you enjoyed the last session we had last Thursday and had beneficial information from that. Now we're going to start with a new topic related also to the competition that we are sharing on, that we are going to share on, which is the Imagine Cup competition by Microsoft. The session today will be about virtual agents and Copilot Studio. Before I head to the session or to the presentations related to the session, please just keep in mind those reminders. Make sure that you are logging in to this through the Canvas. You will find the recordings for all the sessions there, all resources that you want, and make sure that you complete the weekly quizzes because they are so important requirement for receiving the certificates for each of the sessions or for whatever certificates you're going to acquire. So our day will be started with talking about or explaining and demonstrating about the virtual agents and Copilot Studio, which are both are linked together like, let's call it one product. They are not the same product, but they just complete each other. We'll be discussing that in details, and we'll be going through a hands-on lab that will be splitting into two parts. The lab, first, we'll do the lab related to virtual agents alone. Then we're going to see how Copilot will add value to that virtual agents that we have created. So I hope you are ready and all ears and concentrating with me when we are explaining this lesson. So, related to the attendance session, the attendance form, it will be sent during the session, so don't worry about that. So let's start with an overview about the virtual agents. What are virtual agents? How can we use virtual agents in our projects that we are going to use through the competition or as a preparation for the competition? We'll see how to build a well-maintained and designed virtual agent. And after we finish building this virtual agent, how we are going to add some features that can be given from the Microsoft Copilot Studio, which is a studio that is giving the power of generative AI or AI tools to any chatbot that we create within our environment, or then however we log into virtual agents, because there are several ways that we can start building a virtual agent. Before we talk about the features of virtual agents, let's just explain or define what is a virtual agent. An agent is a person that is responsible for performing some tasks. In the past, this person was a human being, a lady or a man or a gentleman. He or she was responsible about performing or completing some tasks like responding to calls, answering questions, doing some tasks that are related to the task that is related to his or her own job. So this requires a human being to do it. Now, with the IT world or the uh, computerized world, we have been seeing that we created what is called virtual agents. The virtual agents are like computer programs that perform what the human being have been performing for a period of time. So these virtual agents or these agents were also created as startup to do one or two of the tasks the human being can do. And they started to enhance until we have now reached a power virtual agent that can answer and perform and even look like a human being. Gives you the person who is chatting with this chat agent or virtual agent as if he or she is talking to a human being. So it gives you the feeling that you are dealing with a real human being. So this is the definition of a power virtual agent. It is now a computer program, also it's still a computer program, but now it has more abilities powered by different types of resources, and we will be seeing all what I'm talking about. In addition to that, it is now powered by artificial intelligence, which gives it a huge boost in its performance until that we have reached the way that sometimes you get, maybe I don't like to use the word fooled, or maybe you get the sense that you are talking to a real human until that you discover, and you might not discover that you are talking to a bot. So it is now that powerful that it gives you the feeling that you are dealing with a human being. So related to our project or to our projects that we are going to uh, do during the competition. What might we have benefit from this tool, or how can we benefit from this tool? We can create virtual agents that can do a lot for us. Of course, out of the scope of this competition, virtual agents are like any employees that can answer any question. They can give you information. They can sometimes gather information from the people they are talking to or from the persons they are talking to. But let's relate this service to our projects that we are going to be working on during the preparation for the Imagine Cup. So we can just create, I'm just giving you some examples of how we can benefit from these agents and the competition wise. This is what I'm talking about. So power agents or power virtual agents or chatbots can can be doing the job of frequently ask the questions bot. So I can create a bot that can answer frequently asked the questions. It can be a bot that shares or helps in team collaboration. It can be a bot that can work on event management. On maybe we are going with a solution that is related to health and wellness. I can create a bot that can perform, between brackets, perform or act like a doctor. And there are many virtual doctors now available on the internet as services. You can just log in and ask for a virtual doctor, and directly will jump to you a virtual bot that will be acting like a doctor, asking you about the symptoms of your sickness. What are you feeling? It is also going to ask you, I'm sorry, I said it. He or she is going to ask you some questions that you will feel like talking to a doctor. This is what I'm talking about. This is a solution or an example that you might be using within your projects that you are going to be doing during the competition. So you can just create a solution that is related to health and wellness, or maybe to global heating, or to the issues that we can solve or that target to the competition. And this is an example. Also, we can use it as a development and learning bot. It can be a customer support bot, and it can be also learning and development bot. So what we can do by these bots, we can do much more than these examples. I just gave you these examples, and you have your imagination and your team power to create the virtual bot that you're going to work with. So as highlighting for the power virtual agents features, it can be started in seconds. And this is what you're going to be seeing when I demonstrate to you. It empowers your subject matter experts. It enables enrichment or rich natural conversations. It enables chatbots to take action. Now, chatbots can take actions. Actions like what? It can send you an email. How does it do that? Whenever you're chatting with a chatbot and you reach some place that you might need additional information that are not within the chatbot database. So it might ask you to send your name and your email, and it will directly store your name and email in the dataverse. I know that you have an idea about the dataverse, or on whatever sheet that it is linked to. It can also save data into Excel. It can also save data into SharePoints, whatever. So now this bot is acting like as if there is a human being working. It's collecting information. It also can help you or guide you through do this or do that. And as I told you before, you will feel like you are working with a real human being. It also have the ability to monitor and improve chatbot performance because it is learning, and together the human and the chatbot will be performing a lot and much better. So this is the interface. There are some things that you should know about when I start demonstrating or telling you how to work with that. We have what is called the interface, or the components of the virtual agents. Let me show you the virtual agents screen. Okay, this is my screen. I will be dropping here in a second. Okay, as you can see here, this is the interface of the chatbot. I will remove this one from here, not to bother you, and we'll keep just the chatbot interface. This is the chatbot interface. So when you start working with, or when you log on to the chatbot, you will be logging and seeing this environment. So in order to create any chatbot, you will be logging into even Copilot Studio, or you can also go with Power Apps. Of course, you have seen Power Apps and you have used Power Apps. So both of these are ways that I can. Why? There is a question from Ahmad. Why can't we just directly use Copilot as a chatbot rather than having each chatbot with a specific topic? I will answer that to you, but let me just finish how we log into the chatbot. It's a very interesting question. So this is the first way I can use to log into the chatbot or to power virtual agents is by logging in through this URL I'm sharing with you. And I also have the way to log in from make.powerapps, and I would go with more, and we'll find here the chatbots and go to it. And I also, additional option, I can have app.powervirtualagents.com. It will take me also to the same screen that I am seeing here. So I have, this is the Copilot Studio. This is the chatbot coming from the Power Apps. So I will head back to the question that Muhammad is asking. Muhammad is asking, why can't we just directly use Copilot as a chatbot rather than having each chatbot with a specific topic? Because sometimes the Copilot is not customized to answer questions that are related to our environment. With the enhancement of generative AI, we can have what you're talking about. But as a standard, Copilot alone, Copilot Studio or Microsoft Copilot 365 will not answer us questions from our environment unless we pay for the license. So it's not a free service to use Copilots, the Microsoft 365 Copilot, to give answers related, to give us related answers related to us. Some student may not know what Copilot is. Also, this is a good answer. But in general, Copilot Studio or the Microsoft Copilot 365 is not a free version that we can use to create topics or work with it. So we will need to have something that we can access and create something that is customized to our environment. So this is the main topic. That's why we create virtual agents. They are customized to a certain topic or to answer certain questions related to a specific task or to specific company part or whatever. So this is again the environment where I can start creating my virtual agents. I can access it from even Copilot Studio or from Power Apps. So I have created a virtual agents that I need to demonstrate with you. So this is the virtual agent that I have created. This agent I have created, I just added the topics related to Imagine Cup competition. So I have added certain topics. What are the topics? Topics are the information where this agent will get answers from. So I have created the virtual agent and I have logged into the topics where these topics can be answering the questions that the customers might be asking. So I added some topics because by default, you will find some system topics that are ready-made in order to activate or to make the general actions or general answers that might be asked from any of the persons who are going to use this chat bot or this virtual agent. Some of these topics, if you can see, these are the topics. We have the greeting topics. We call it the hello, how are you, whatever. We have the goodbye. These are by default created, and many others are by default created whenever you create any virtual agent. So these are the topics. If we press on this topic, you can see what are the phrases that are being used. So the phrases are the triggers that will make the agent answer in a way, in a certain way, or do a certain action. So if I say let's say, for example, if I say, hello, the agent will directly be answering me from the answers that I have added to that phrase or to that trigger. So here is when I said hello or I typed hello, okay, the agent just come to the topic that is related to greetings and it's answered me, hello, how can I help you today? So they prepared some main topics that are or should be pre-built in any of the agents that we might create. These topics that are here are not enough for us. So we might need to add some additional topics in order to give the agent the power to answer any questions related to that. So if I need to have the the agent customized in the way that I wanted to answer, I need to add topics. So if you can see here, I have already added, you will be seeing that and doing that during the lab. I have added some topics that are related to the Imagine Cup competition. So here I have the Imagine Cup overview. I have the judging criteria, I have request for more information, and I have a topic that is called submission deadlines. So if I press on any of them, and I also have this one that is created by Copilot. So I have the power to create my own topics, and even I have the power to create topics that are helped or uh, guided by Copilot, because now Copilot is in mostly all Microsoft applications or programs, helping users on how to use these applications. So here is the main thing that I was talking about, the topics. So let me just show you a topic that from the ones that I have created. Okay, again, these phrases are the triggers that directs the discussion into the answers that I'm looking for. So whenever I just expect a client to ask me about a question or general information related to the competition, it might be coming like, tell me about Imagine Cup. This is 100% matching phrase to the ones that I have added. So let's see the answer coming from the chatbot or the virtual agent. How can I help you today? Tell me about Imagine Cup. To clarify, this is coming from the virtual agent. So it will ask you, do you need to know about Imagine Cup overview? Do you need to know about submission deadlines? Do you know about judging criteria or none of these? I would select the one like judging criteria. So it will be getting the answer for me about the question I am asking. Okay, projects are judged based on innovation, whatever. This is the answer coming. Who can share an Imagine Cup? Okay, this is a question that it is not trained on. So it is, please clarify because it's out of the topics that we are talking or dealing with. So it doesn't have the answer. It's asking you to clarify. Let's say none of these. I am sorry, I am not sure how to help you about this topic. So this is the virtual agent with the abilities that are limited to what I have taught or to what I have inserted as topics. Of course, this is solvable. We have a solution for that. But I'm just demonstrating the powers that are before and after artificial intelligence. I can't open and then transform. Okay, someone will help you about that. So let's see our agent that we are talking about here and get back to the topics that we have created and get the answers from that topics. Another area that we might need to talk about is the knowledge, where I can add knowledge for this virtual agent. Okay, these are the resources that I can add in order to have the answers for this particular agent. If I would go again here, I would tell us, I will say thanks You are welcome. Bye. I am like ending the discussion. Do you want to end the conversation? Yes. Did that answer the question? I would say yes. I will start a new conversation with the Imagine Cup. As you can see, this message you can also customize. Everything you can see here. Here, the Canva will give you the ability to customize everything within your virtual agent. I will ask a question. What is Imagine Cup? What is Imagine Cup? Okay, now it is answering me a direct answer. Submission. I want to know about submission. I just say submission or type submission. It will understand that I am talking about a certain topic. The submission is deadline for the Imagine Cup is now it's still getting answers from the topics. I will ask a question out of the topics that I have added. Let me ask it a question from out of the topics. Let's use our imagination. Who won last competition? Let's see if it will answer this. Okay, authentication is not configured for the bot error. Okay, this is coming. I'm sorry about that. Let me just see the authentication. This is related to the authentication of not allowing it to go out of the. We will solve that. It is related to something in the settings, and we'll go to security. This is something you are going to see during the lab. Okay. And let's head back again to the agent. Sometimes they might fail. It's very normal. Don't. Okay. Who won last Imagine Cup? Who won last competition? Okay, it's still giving the error. Let's see. I tested that already, but maybe it is something related to the internet. Let me just move to the next topic I want to talk about. So this is the knowledge where I can add knowledge to this chatbot. One important thing is that I can add the chatbot that I have created into other applications that I have. Like here, I can add it or deploy it into the Microsoft team. I have this chatbot ready or virtual agent ready. I need to publish that. I press on the publish. When I create the bot, the first thing is I add the topics, then save the bot and publish the bot, and I make sure that I am creating a bot that can be shared with everyone by going to security and setting that I do not need to have any authentication to allow this bot to work everywhere. So what we are saying now is that I will just open it again and make sure that I publish it again because it's still on design. And after that, I would go with trying to deploy it into another place or outside my Power Apps, maybe to Microsoft Teams. So I would go and press on the Microsoft Teams and directly I will open this agent. And as you can see, I can use it. It will open here in my Microsoft team as one of the clients that I have. I will ask it what is Imagine Cup. As you have seen, I've tried it that before. So Imagine Cup is a global student technology competition where, so now I have implemented that or installed that on my teams. I also can install it on different places or deploy it into different places. Let me show that to you again. When I go to, this is the overview. This is the knowledge that we're going to talk about on the later. These are the topics. And here we have actions that I might add or empower by adding Power Automate. Then we can also see the channels that I have been talking about, where I can deploy this virtual agents that I have created. As you can see here, I have different options to deploy this virtual agent into. So here I have selected the Microsoft team. I can use any other of these. I can just use it on telephony, on Facebook, on Skype, or wherever I want to use or deploy this virtual agents that I have created. This is like the thing that my demo was about, but I'm sorry about that. It failed something, but it was tested before now. When we create now our new bot together, I guess it will be working without any issues. So let me just go through with you in quick steps on how to start creating a new virtual agent from step 0. Okay. So the first thing I would need to do is to, as I told you, even go with Power Apps, make the powerapps.com. This is the first step. I would go to then to chatbots. And here I have different bots that I have created. This is the one I have demonstrated with you. I would need to create a new chat bot. Okay, I will just demonstrate it very fast with you in order to show you the main steps on how do I create a chatbot and how I do name it and do whatever steps that are necessary for that. So this is the name for my chatbot. This is the name that I want to give to my chatbot. I will just call it Imagine. I will be following the same steps that for the one that you have seen. Imagine Cup FAQ bot. The
Khaled, just
description,
sorry to interrupt. Do we share the hands-on file?
no, not now, not now. I'm just demonstrating it quickly and then I will share the,
Okay.
I just need to show them a bit of things, then they will be just more really relaxed and using the exercise. So here I would give it a description. The description that I will use in order to use, to give, like provide some comprehensive words that will describe this bot's activity. This is for further use. It is very important to just describe every bot you create. And maybe you've been creating multiple bots. So in order not to get confused about what this bot does or what does that bot do, so you better give a description. Without adding any knowledge, I would give it the just basics of creating any virtual agent. I will press on create and will show you how I will create a topic. Then we'll head directly to the lab. I'm just showing you the main steps on how to start creating a virtual bot. So this is the virtual bot we are creating. It is being created. Your agent is ready. Okay, you can add actions to that bot from here. You can build topics and you can publish your agent. The first thing we would add or need to add is the topic. Before I add any topic, I show you here the main topics that are already created. We have the custom topics and we have the system topics. These system topics are related to starting, ending, escalating, or the main things that are built in within any virtual agent that you create. So here in the topics that you want to create, all you would need to do is to add a new topic. And we have two options: to create one from blank or create one using the Copilot. We go with creating a blank bot, and here we need to start adding the phrases that we are going to be starting to answer or just be triggers for our virtual agent. So this is the first topic I have created. I can change the name of this topic from here. Okay. And now I would name it, let's say, Imagine Top Overview. Okay, this is the name. And here I would be starting to add the phrases that I want. I'll press on Edit and start adding the phrases that I want. I might add, let's say, a phrase, tell me about Imagine Cup. And I will press on plus. Another phrase I might add, what is Imagine Cup? And I press on add. And overview of Imagine Cup. And I will press on add. So here are the phrases that I have created. If I'm done with this topic, I will press on save. And if I need to create another topic, I will just repeat the same steps that I have been doing. So this is the way that I create topics manually or customize topics. So after I am done with these topics, I might be adding another or building something called the conversation. Let me just show you what is that. So we will be starting our hands-on lab in just a couple of minutes. If you can see here, if I would go to selecting this topic, here, this is what we call the canvas. Here is the canvas where I can start building my actions for the virtual agent. So here, if you press on here, you can send a message. This message will appear to the client when he asks or he or she asks any of these questions. So it would be like adding a message for the client, like the Imagine Cup here, like, I will add to use a response, copy, and it will be doing the same thing here. And after I'm done with that, I might go with another option, which is like ask a question. I would drop the question here, like any question that might be interesting. What exactly are you interested in? So even I can choose the answer to be a multiple choice or a yes or no answer. And I would be answering like, if I need to create multiple choice, I will add the choices that I want. After that, if I need to add another action, maybe like collecting information, calling an action, which is a Power Automate, I would create a flow and go with the flow. That might be like whenever someone asks for additional information, it will be asking the user to send his email, and then later I would be sending an email to this user in order to fulfill the requirement or the request he or she was doing. So now after this, I'm just doing a quick uh, demonstration in order for you to be familiar with what is going to be done. When I'm done with that, I would press on the save. If I have any missing or any option or any issues, let's see what will be happening. It will show you there is one error. What's that error? Missing multiple choice. I don't need that anymore. I will delete it and I will press on the save and I will be ready to move to creating another topic or doing whatever I want. I might also use the Copilot helping me with these topics. It also can help me creating the topic from the beginning. So after I am done with all of that, I added the topics that I want and I did the phrases that I want and build the conversations. Now my bot will be ready in order to perform. How am I going to enhance it? We will be knowing that after we start with our demonstration or hands-on lab that we will be working together step by step. But I just gave you just to be familiar with the interface. Let's now just jump to the labs. Please, if you can share us, I will drop the link to the lab here just in a second. Okay. Hands-on lab, this is the link. I guess it will be now on the
Khalid also can, if you don't mind, can you share the Copilot Studio link? One of the
yeah,
students is
sure,
asking for it. And can you
sure,
show
sure.
us how they can start a free trial using their Office account as well?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me first share the link. First thing. Oops. Uh, Elsie, can you share the link from your side, please? Because I'm
No worries,
unable to
Khalid. Yeah,
share.
she will share
It's
it.
not working now. Not okay. If she doesn't or if she can't, I have it open, I guess, but it's better to be as a link. Anyway, in the meantime, let me show you how to log into Microsoft Copilot. I need to open it in a new private window because I already have the license. Okay, if you go back to the link that I have sent to you, let me send you back the link again for the Copilot, Microsoft Copilot Studio. This is the link for Microsoft Copilot Studio I shared with you on the chat. If you need to start using the Microsoft Copilot Studio, it will give you the ability to use it as a free trial. All you need to do is to support, to enter your email. It should be a works or school email.
So we posted the link to download the hands-on. Please everyone confirm that you can access the link and download the hands-on file. The attendance will be open at 8:15. So the form is closed now. We just shared the link, and at 8:15 we will remind you to fill in your attendance.
Let me try it from
So
another
click on the
browser.
link. Click on the link I posted in the chat to download hands-on, please.
So when you press on the Copilot Studio.microsoft.com, it should take you to the, because maybe I have the license, it's not taking me to the same screen. So when you start the Copilot for the first time, it will ask you to enter a username or an email that is a school or work account, and it will be logging you to the same page. But if you're having any issues, just choose or use the link that is for make.powerapps.com, which will take you to the same place. So if you are good and you are there, let's start with the lab. I would go with the make.powerapps.com and I will start with you step by step. So the first thing is I will open a new browser window. And I will paste the link, make.powerapps.com. If you can follow on with me on the lab, let me know if you are on the same page so I can start performing the lab in front of you. Let me check on the questions. Everyone is asking about the form. Are you,
We have
did
a
you all
question, Khaled.
access?
We have a
Yes.
question from Abdullah. He's asking why would we use Copilot or Power Apps?
Why
Because
would we use what?
Copilot or Power
Yeah.
Apps?
Which one do we use? Do you mean by that, Abdullah? We can
I think,
use
yeah.
the one on the, we call it the virtual agents, which is coming from the Power Apps to create standard virtual agents. But when we need to have generative AI or the power of AI, which adds a lot of features, which we're going to talk about now after we finish this lab, then we will be understanding how Copilot will add the features like, let me show that to you on the real environment. First, I will go with the steps. Let's first go with the first step, which is creating a chatbot. I will go with the chatbot. Okay. I will show you on the Imagine Cup bot that I have created. This virtual agent that I have created with topics and answers to these topics is just a virtual or a normal chatbot. But when I go with the knowledge and I add the features like the generative AI features that allows it to add or get knowledge from other resources like the websites, or if I press here with from SharePoint or from Dataverse, this where comes the role of the Copilot Studio. It gives like more additional powers or knowledges to this virtual or standard virtual agent. So virtual agents are not the same product as Microsoft Copilot Studio. They complete each other. So the relation between them is complementary, as we can say. They complete each other. This is why we sometimes use the virtual agents alone, and other times we use the Copilot Studio to create the virtual agents that are powered by AI. So are we good? Did we all install the or download the files to start with working with creating the virtual agent? Are
Just
we
give us
all
a
on the
second,
same line?
Khalid,
Please
just to
let me
check if
know.
everyone can download. Please, everyone,
Sorry,
just
Ahmad.
give us a thumbs up if you can download the hands-on activity. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Naifa.
Okay. So the first thing, let's start with the step by step and start creating the virtual agent. The first step is access the Power Virtual Agents. We have already done that. We have created and logged on to the page of where we can start creating a new chatbot. I will just press on create. New agent. You can log from different places or press on different options. So here I will call the name. As you can see that I highlighted this, can call it Imagine Cup frequently asked the question bot. I will give it an X because this one already exists. And the description, you can copy and paste everything that I have prepared for you. This is the description. What does this bot do? It provides comprehensive support and resources to help university
Khalid,
students
can
successfully
you
develop.
open the hands-on, please, and just to for them to see, for attendees who are not able to download, just to see the steps before we start the steps, please.
Okay. These are the steps that you need to follow. It's already opened on from my side. They don't have the ability to open it, Ammar. So guys, these are the steps that I'm talking about. It is sent to you on a PDF file. So if you are good and you have all opened the file, please let me know if the file is open from your side. So I can switch to the screen of that's I'm working on, please. Just give me 1 second. Some people are facing the issue they can't open the file, Ammar.
Yeah, like 1 second.
Okay, 1 second and it will be solved.
Okay, I posted the link again. Everyone should be able to download. Just click on the link and then click on download.
Please,
The
guys,
link is
try it
open
and
to
let me know
everyone.
so I can go on with you on this example. Please, when you are done downloading the file and it is open from your side, please send me
For the
a
people
thumb.
who downloaded the file, just give us a thumbs up to see how many downloaded the file, please. Okay, Khalid, I can see that most of them have downloaded, so you can continue.
Okay, so the first step was I have logged into the Power Apps. I then went to the chatbots and I press on the new chatbot, and here is the screen that I am on. I'm now entering the information to the chatbot or to the virtual agents I am creating. This is the name, this is the description, and as I told you, I will keep this knowledge until the end, until we finish creating the bot, and then we'll add these from to the bot. I will press on create. The bot now is created, and I would go to the topics that I have been talking about. These are the main topics. I will add the topics that are customized for my needs. I will press on add a topic and start from blank. I will give this topic a name here. I will press here to change the name of this topic. I will call it Imagine Cup Overview. Okay, then I will, after that, and I will go to press to edit the phrases, the triggers that will allow this topic to be initialized or initiated. I will be this is the phrase number 1. I have, as you have seen or can see, I have added some phrases. You can just simply copy and paste here.
Please, everyone,
And the
make sure
last
that you
one,
have the file open and follow the steps that Khalid is showing you. You have everything you need in the file. You can just follow the steps and copy and paste everything from there.
so I have added 3 phrases into this topic that is called Imagine Cup Overview. So please, if everything is right, is everything is fine from your side, please let me know. Okay, I need to see more from you saying that everything is good, please, even on the chat. Okay, that's great. So I will press on save. And I will repeat this to add more topics. If you can see that I need to add more topics, I will go to topics, add a topic from blank, and this topic is called submission deadline. Okay. The phrases, I will press on edit. Press on the plus to add it. Add the next one. Another one. As you can see, these are the phrases that I might be expecting the one who is using the chatbot or is asking a question about the competition. These are some questions that I have created that you can also edit this and add more phrases. These are the phrases that will trigger the topic that they are related to. One more topic, which is called the judging criteria, I will add also from blank. This topic is called judging criteria. This is the name. Here again, I change the name. I will add the trigger phrases. Into this box again, press on the plus. Another phrase. And I will press on save. Are we done with this stage, guys? To move to the next one? Let me see an interaction from your side. Okay. Now the third step is building the conversation. So I would go to a topic, to a certain topic. This is the topic. So here I would go with the Imagine Cup overview. And this is called the area, this is called the canvas or the authoring canvas. Here I would press on add note and send a message. So this is the response I am giving to the chatbot to answer clients when they are asking about this topic. So it is all ready for you. And I will press on save. And we'll go to add responses to other topics. This is the topic. Now for the submission deadline, I will press on the plus, send a message, and also copy and paste. I will press on save. I have also the topic that is called the judging criteria. I'll press on this plus, send a message, and I will press on save. Are we all on the same step, guys? Are you following on with me? That's great. Now, after I have created the topics and edited the answers or added the answers that are needed, all I need is to test the bot. Before I publish it, I can test it here. I press on the test, you will be seeing this test area. Okay, now type any of the triggering phrases that we have been using, any of the triggering phrases. Let's say submission deadlines, submission This is a triggering phrase that we have. This keeps popping up. So the submission deadline, it is giving the answer that is related to this topic, the ones that I have filled. So this is one of the submissions or the triggering questions or phrases that I have been using. Okay? Just do a couple of tests for this bot and let me get the answer. Is it working from your side perfectly? Okay, or I might ask it, tell me about Imagine Cup, the Imagine Cup. So it is answering based on the settings or the information, the topics, and the answers that we have built. If I need to test it outside of this testing environment, all I need to do is go to settings and select security and disable the authentication. So it would be like public. It doesn't need an authentication, a username or a password in order to be working. So I would save it. It is warning me that deleting or disabling the authentication is not safe, but this is going for public. After that, I would go back to my agent that has the X, which one? This is the one. Okay. If I need to test it outside my environment, I can go here. First, I need to publish it. It might take like a minute to finish. Let's see now, pressing on these three dots, and I can go to demo website. It will create like, it will deploy it on a demo website. And this is the way it will be looking. Here I can also use the same phrases. Tell me about Imagine Cup. Okay. This is the way it is being tested outside your environment. It's being downloaded in another testing environment to show you how it will be looking and acting. So this is the normal chatbot. Let me just get back to the presentation for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Now comes the Copilot. What does Copilot add to the what we have been doing? Copilot will be adding the power of generative AI and the artificial intelligence. So now this is the add-on. This is the power I was talking about. So it is not the same product, but it's not totally different from this product. They are the same. So let's head back again to our bot, the one what we were working on. This is the one. Okay, where is our bot? This is our bot. This is the bot. And now let's give it the power of power agents. Sorry, the artificial intelligence. So the power of artificial, and let me open it now from Copilot. Copilot Studio, of course. Studio. You can do this from the same place where you are, but I'm just showing how it will be appearing from here. These are the same portals now. You can do the steps, the next steps I'm talking about from here. What I'm going to add is to add the knowledge. Now I'm talking like Copilot Studio. What am I going to add? You can see on the same page. Let's go to the next page, which is enhancing the bot with Copilot Studio. I will be adding external sources for knowledge, like a website that is dedicated for the competition. This is the website. Control V, add, and we'll also be adding another forum that is also related to to Imagine Cup, and I will add it. Here I have added additional knowledge. Now the bot can answer from the topics and from these resources that I have added, 2 resources from the internet. I will go and press on add, and they will be now added to the knowledge of this chatbot. So this is a feature. Another thing is that I can add, it might take a bit of time to load or to just get connected with this website and start getting answers from them. In order to get answers from these websites, it might need a bit of time to be ready. I will add something additional to that, is adding a knowledge, like from the Dataverse. You have created something on Dataverse. You have a table that you need to connect to this bot from Dataverse. The one I'm going to show you is not related to Imagine Cup, but this is a table that I have created for a project that I was working on. But in your case, you can add tables that you have from within your environment that is related to the project that you are being working with. So you have created a project. This project is using Power Apps Dataverse as a data source, and now you are creating a chatbot for that project. Then simply whenever you start searching for your tables, you will find them here. I have a table here that is called employee tracking. Okay, it will be added here. I select the table, press on next. These are the fields of the table. As you can see, we have the name of the user, John and Mary, and we have the joining date. So now I can ask this virtual agent about any field within that table. Don't just take the contents of the fields of this table, because they are not related to the Imagine Cup. I'm just showing that to you as an additional or as a bonus information that you can use. And let's memorize that John has started on the 1st of January. We'll go with next, and we'll add this to the bot. Now, let's test the bot after adding the information. Let's ask first about John. When did John join rhyming words? Okay, still taking some time. Okay, let's ask something about Imagine Cup from the web source. When did Imagine Cup competition start? Judging criteria, submission deadlines, none of these. It's still not connected to the resource. It's still not connected to the knowledge because it needs a bit of time. Let's refresh it again. Okay, let me show you the bot that I have already created because I want you to see. This one includes all the information I'm talking about. It's similar to the one that we have created. Give it some time, it will be answering all your question. So here I would go with the test. When did John join? Still having the same issue. Authentication not configured. Error message. I swear to God, it's something from the internet side, from not from my site. Let me see if it is something related to the security issues, because authentication, authenticate with Microsoft, because maybe because I'm logging into my data, it will not allow this hole to be there. Let's see now if it will answer. I guess it will. Let me see. When did John join? Refresh, refresh. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I have tested that, but there is an issue with something I'm not sure about, but let me just try again this one. Let's check on the knowledge here to make sure. Okay. When did John join? Maybe it has an issue with John. It should answer. Please do it. Answer, please. Okay, finally. John joined on January 24. It's getting this information from the Dataverse table that I have been using. This is the source, okay? As you can see, this is the source. Let's now ask it a question. When did Imagine Cup first start? None of these. None of these. Okay. Let me just do something. Disable. I will disable this. I'm just making sure about something. Because I guess there's something wrong with the authentication errors. And okay, this one is disabled. Imagine cup overview. Okay, judging criteria. I'm disabling the just to making sure of something. When did the Imagine Cup start? Okay, as you can see, it answered me correctly. There's something wrong between the topics here. It's confused by somewhere. I just tested before I showed to you, but as you can see here, it's now using this resource and the knowledge in order to give me all information related to Imagine Cup. If I have other knowledge sources, like if I have Word documents, PDF files I might need to add. All I need to do is to add a knowledge here, and I also can add files from my computer related maybe to Imagine Cup or whatever that I need to be selecting. I hope that the presentation was good and the lab was fine with you. There has been a small mistake. This is related to maybe, I guess, to something with the internet because I have tested this many times. But in general, you have now the idea and you have the labs with you. You can access website. Yes, I will show you how you can access the website. You press on here and you should have this demo website enabled. If what? If you have, sorry, if you have went, you should go in order to have this highlighted. As you can see, it is dimmed here. You need it to be highlighted. You need to go to settings, authentication, security first. Where's the security? Then from there, you would select no authentication, save, save, then publish. Okay. And here back again. Publish again, as I told you. And after that, you would be seeing these three dots, including the, let's see here, this is the one. Let me see if it is here. Enabled. Here is go to demo website. And you can see it. So again, as a reminder, make sure that you log on to the online canvas. You will find all the recordings for all the sessions. You see there the quizzes. You should apply these quizzes, answer them, because they are requirements for your certification. I would like to thank you for attending. I'm sorry if a small thing went wrong, but I guess you got the idea behind the labs and you have the file. You can do them slowly and everything is 100% tested and working fine. If you have any questions, please let me know. Send us the questions on the portal and we will be answering you. Thank you so much, very much.